We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up.
Hello again, everybody.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Watson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Watson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory. Down to the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Watson. Out to his left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Beckham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bills... We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Come back, come back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Over the middle to Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, point, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away. And this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the... Before he's out of bounds. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play,
after a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Watson. On 3rd down. Caught left side. It's Beckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Richmond.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Come back.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tre'Davious White, a member of the all-rookie team a year ago, there to knock it away. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Here's Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Richmond.
Watson on 3rd down. He leaves this one for Howard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first and goal, Howard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It'll be a first and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Watson from the gun on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Watson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will tie his... Late late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. With this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Howard. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Reset.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Howard. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly deep.